We are live.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Hudson, Iowa. Tonight's contest, homecoming contest between our Hudson Pirates and our guests from just south of here on Highway 63, the North Tama Redhawks from Traer. Big Class A District 7 matchup tonight as North Tama enters the contest off to a good start this year at 3-0, coming off a big district win over Wapsie Valley last week. I believe it was 13-6.
13-7, I believe.
13-7. And Hudson coming off their first district win of the year, a 38-0 win at GMG. So, Kevin, big district game early in the season.
It is huge, definitely for the Pirates. I would say it's just as big for the Redhawks if they want to get the automatic bid and be district champions. They have the first leg of it completed by beating Wapsie Valley, one of the other tough teams in our district. I apologize for the early camera work. I'm just trying to get her all set up.
There's about 11 minutes on the clock until we'll get things started here. So a nice crowd is filing in here tonight. Hudson's side is pretty full already, and North Tama fans, the red keeps rolling in here as well. So wherever you're listening from tonight, around the county or around the state, around the country, around the globe.
That's right, we're global.
Welcome to our contest. So again, if you know people who aren't able to get out to the game and you're listening, please reach out to them and share our YouTube channel, which is Hudson Community School Athletics, and we will be here for the next about 2.5, 3 hours, Kevin.
We hope so.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we do hope so.
Neat traditions going on for homecoming. I went down. I know Jeff, you didn't, but I went down to the Chamber of Commerce chili supper, put on free by the Chamber of Commerce at the fire station. There's probably a couple hundred people there when I was there, getting free made right, some chili, some pop, some ice cream. And then the other tradition, we weren't on in time, but the Hudson Cross Country team ran the game ball down Highway 63 and into the stadium for us.
Awesome job by them. It is a little muggy night tonight.
Oof.
Temperature currently still says about 82 degrees. The sun is starting to drop behind us here, so it's going to be a little more comfortable for the players. But, Kevin, that will factor in to both teams tonight, the ability to stay healthy and keep your energy on the field on a warm night.
Hydrated. It's going to be kind of like week one when we played Jessup. We had quite a few guys go down during the game, not necessarily hurt, but just needed some fluids for their cramping issues that were going on.
It definitely feels like a week one from a weather standpoint. Very, very warm late September Friday night, but the lights are on. It's Friday night football in Iowa. Just doesn't get much better than this. And a lot of homecoming activities took place this week here at Hudson High School. We'll reflect on them throughout the evening. The cheerleaders are in the south end zone here for Hudson, getting ready to welcome the Hudson Pirates onto the field here momentarily. The Redhawks are trotting onto the field themselves. We have the Boy Scouts in the north end zone getting ready to present the colors here shortly. At halftime of tonight's game, we will crown the homecoming king and queen of Hudson 2019. Trivia, Kevin, do you remember last year's king and queen?
I do, actually, because my son was in that class. Who? So it was Travis Carlin and why can't I think of her name?
I'm just putting him on the spot here. So.
Oh, gosh. Maddie Grams.
Okay.
I could think of her parents' name, but I couldn't think of her name.
And I'm guessing maybe they're here to
they are here. They're going to be here
relinquish the throne. So our pep band / marching band is in full force tonight as well for homecoming activities. A lot of good things going on. We have the Q 92.3, today's hottest music. Right behind us has a tent and a booth and their SUV here tonight. So a lot of music behind us. Just a festive atmosphere here, Kevin, for some football tonight.
Great night for high school football in the state of Iowa.
Again, this is week 4 of 9 regular season matchups, so we're almost to the midpoint of the season already. So things are moving right along.
Doesn't seem possible.
Hudson started off the season dropping a tough game to Jessup here at home, losing 7-5, and then hosted a ranked 2A Columbus Catholic team and lost that contest 19-0. Went down to GMG last Friday night, picked up a nice 38-0 win. Jesse Rhodes is behind us, threatening to shake the tower, which
trying to knock over
makes me anxious. And there come the Hudson Pirates running through.
Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to Hudson.
Onto the field.
So everybody should know it by now, especially if you're a Hudson Pirate fan. We get probably arguably one of the best players in our district back tonight. Hasn't played all season. Ethan Fulcher is going to play. Don't know how much. Coming off a little injured knee, but he's definitely going to make a difference, I think. Defensively for sure. I don't know what he'll do for offense, but
for sure. All right, national anthem time.
We're going to cut the sound for the national anthem here. We'll be right back.
As Hudson Boy Scout Troop 60 present our colors as members.
So, as we come back on the air, during the bombs bursting in air, they shot a howitzer off. Didn't have a clue that it was going off, and neither did most of the fans.
Saw a couple people about to jump off the bleachers. I'm glad I didn't jump. I wouldn't jump, but
that was loud, very loud.
So most of you understand we have to turn the volume down for the national anthem because of copyright rights on YouTube. So that's the only reason we have to.
They always nick us for that, so.
We don't like to break the rules or get in trouble.
Well, on the air anyway.
On the air. The Hudson pep band playing the Hudson fight song on Wisconsin in the background, as you can hear. We got some ball boys out there tonight. I know Vinny Bergmeyer.
Yes,
so
he's one.
I wanted to give him a shout out, and Craven Wiersma. And can't get a look at the third young man out there. We'll figure that out.
I don't know him either.
So they always do a good job out there, and the coaching staff does a good job of getting those youngsters some opportunities to be on the sideline, which is a big thrill.
Once again, before every broadcast, I apologize in advance for my lack of good camera work. We volunteer, and we're the Harry Carey of Hudson Athletics, so we're homers. We get it.
Yeah, we're broadcasting.
We're cheering for the home team.
We are. But whether you're listening and cheering for the Pirates or the Red Hawks, at least you get to pick up some picture and a little bit of our very amateur commentary and analysis along the way. So there's about 2 minutes before kickoff here. The captains are at midfield. discussing sportsmanship, I'm sure. And that looks like, we'll see here, it looks like Hudson's going to receive in the north end zone. And the
left to right on your TV screen.
Hudson is in the navy tops with white numbers, white pants, blue helmets, and the Red Hawks have the red pants, white jerseys, white helmets. Nice crowd rolling in here tonight.
Always a good crowd for homecoming.
Got Barry Twait on the grill back there, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
He picked a hot night to be work the grill.
He must be on a new weight loss program.
I should probably be with him on the grill tonight, but I'm just sweating enough up here on this lift that I'm getting about the same effect. Cheerleaders in full force tonight, once again in front of the home grandstand. I believe we have coach varsity and junior varsity cheer on the track tonight for homecoming, because there's a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 19 girls I count out there, so a big group of girls.
We got to give a shout out. We usually don't think of it till the middle of the game, but for our chain gang, I know they've been working out between games. Their workout consists of eating 2 to 3 pork sandwiches and a couple pops, and now they're ready to roll.
They are a group, that's for sure. So yeah, Ken Klink, Matt Salee, Kevin Cruffle,
Colby Entrican.
I see him.
He's the
too.
clip guy. He's still.
Is that the most important job of that?
It might be, and he says all the referees are different. Some like it in the front of the line, some like it in the back of the line when you put that clip on, and he's just trying to do the best job he can.
See Madison Michael out there on the sideline working for the Hudson Press out there tonight. Madison's a sophomore. She comes by that naturally. Mom takes a lot of great pictures too here for the Hudson Pirates.
So my camera, when I zoom in, it likes to automatically zoom back out for some reason. I don't know why.
And there is the kick, and it's going to be received by number 12, Cole
Shepard.
Nice Shepard. A nice return to about the. Well, they're saying there's a fumble, but
he was down.
Oh, they're calling him down.
For the Red Hawks, the Pirates will have it 1st and 10 from their own
34-yard line of the Pirates is where they'll start their first drive of this ball game.
Peyton Stewart coming out to quarterback the Pirates again tonight, making his 2nd start of the season.
Kevin, everyone we've talked to said this is going to be a physical football game, so
it's going to be one in the trenches, I believe.
Watch up front will be interesting.
It's going to be a
back
pass.
To pass, and there he is.
Nice catch.
Nice catch.
Great diving catch.
Aiden Zook with a nice reception. Nice pass by. So that's a 21-yard reception by Aiden Zook. Hey, one thing Aiden did not do there, he did not have alligator arms. A lot of receivers would shorten up on that. He had to launch for it, and that was a good.
He laid out. He
good concentration by Aiden. Nice throw by Peyton.
Here's the option play.
Quick
out
pitch.
to
Fulcher.
Fulcher with his first carry of the season.
He's
and
moving.
He's carrying a pile with him. He's moving the pile.
Well, that's got to feel good for everybody to see number 7's number called for the first time this season, Kevin.
I would venture to guess that wasn't the greatest option play I've ever seen, because he kind of gave it up early, but positive yardage.
A gain of 5.
Hudson's problem the first 2 games was staying in front of the sticks. They were always, seemed like 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 20.
So it is 2nd and 5 from the Red Hawk 40-yard line as Stewart gets ready to take the snap. Got Cruffle in motion, and there's a flag.
False start. Yep, false start. It's all right. See what I mean about staying in front of the sticks?
We have done a little bit of penalties have hurt us a little bit in the early games, at least the first 2 at home here.
Against the Pirates, that's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 now from the Red Hawk 45-yard line for Hudson. Again, Peyton Stewart, senior Peyton Stewart. This is his 2nd game as the starting quarterback for the Pirates.
Probably one of the best athletes out there for Hudson.
Vultures in motion. That's a quick, oh.
Never caught it. Incomplete pass.
Let's see if this guy hasn't singled anything.
It's incomplete.
They're talking about it. I don't know what they got going on here.
That's incomplete pass.
Sure looked incomplete from here.
He threw it forward.
Yep.
It was behind the line of scrimmage, but it was thrown forward.
Plus,
So-
I don't think he ever had it, did
No,
he?
he did not ever have it. He
He
took
did-
quite a pop there.
Give credit to
That was a great
the
hit
Red
out
Hawk.
there.
He came up and hit and put his helmet right on the side. Perfect for him tackle and blew that play up. So it brings up 3rd and 10.
There's our first big hit of the night.
3rd and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Red Hawks.
So here's where keeping in front of the sticks was going to be important.
Peyton's rolling out. And there's a pass, and that one was a little high. And the punt team's coming on. Is that Austin Appleton going to punt maybe?
It is.
36.
That is
I
awesome.
think at least unless he punted last week, I did not go down to GMG.
I don't remember us punting.
That might not. So maybe one of Austin's first official punt attempts of this season.
He's been our field goal kicker and extra point kicker all season.
So it's 4th and 10. Good snap and a good punt. He turns it over. And the Red Hawks catch it about the 7-yard line. So we got them pinned deep. If we can have a good defensive stand or two here.
If it's the defensive battle that we think it's going to be, field position is going to be a big key. Both teams play stout defense.
A lot of people filing in still to the ball game here on this beautiful Friday night. North Tama 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line.
Jeez.
They're stacked in there.
There was a lot of people within 1 foot.
They might have lost a yard. They definitely didn't gain a yard.
That was the tightest splits I've seen in a high school team in a long time.
This is a kind of certainly a power style of football that North Tama runs. Tight, like you said, very tight splits. Couple lead running backs sometimes. They got some big guys up front.
So now they've got a quarter. They got basically 3 running backs.
It's like the wishbone almost.
Yeah. It's going to be a quick pitch, trying to get to the outside. Carter. Oh, nice run.
They got a first down out of it, it looks like.
Not Carter, but I thought.
You talking about for
Number
us?
12, yeah, for us.
Cole Shepard.
Cole Shepard did a nice job of making him cut back up inside, but he came up too hard.
That was.
So the cutting lane was there right away.
I think that was 23. Noah Weber.
I believe it was 23.
Or 29. Tate and Payne running the ball. We'll check that here in a second.
That was a good play. They had that offset eye kind of. So now number 3 is going to quarterback this play. This is where they usually throw, or he'll keep it, and he's tripped up right away.
Nice Schusting tackle by Trevino, I believe, up front there. 75 for the Pirates.
That's where Stacker.
If Tony didn't get him by the ankles, he had a little room there. Well, that was a nice play. Bringing up 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line of the Red Hawks here.
So number 1 will quarterback, or he'll split out, and Stacker, number 3, will be a fullback or quarterback. He'll play a lot of positions for the Red Hawks tonight on offense.
So there's another run. That is 23. Gained about 4 yards, almost about 4 yards. So that is Noah Weber.
Whoever's out on this edge for the Pirates can't get hooked like that. Gave up way too many. That play could have been negative yardage if he wouldn't have got hooked.
Most of the style that North Tama plays will keep the clock running when they have the ball. They're going to try to possess the ball.
Both teams, I think, game plan would be try to keep the ball as long as humanly possible in each drive. This is going to be a throw right here.
More of a spread look here for North Tama here on 3rd and 6. Back to pass.
Too high.
Kind of had a guy there, just overthrew him. Cole Shepard was the closest guy to the receiver. So it looks like North Tama's in a position to punt the ball away.
Stacker will punt as well. So here's the deal. When they throw passes, I'm not the greatest cameraman because I'm trying to watch, and run the camera at the same time.
All right, we've got Shepard and Voigt back.
I'm worth exactly what they pay me, nothing. What are you fair catching for?
Fair caught it, boy.
Fair caught it with guys 20 yards away.
There's a flag here, too. There was Carter Crufflin, number 28 for North Tama, which is Luke Pinnell. They were kind of locked up, going at it out here on the sideline.
On our sideline?
Yes.
And this is Tim Zapital that is on this sideline, this official. I've known Tim for a long time. I don't know the rest of his crew. It's going to be our ball, but then I think the penalty is also going to be during the kick. It's going to be a penalty on the Pirates, it looks like. Because Coach Brecky's putting his hands up.
Holding against Carter on that one.
So that basically flips the field for the Red Hawks.
So, yeah, kind of to your point, they that's going to be important in this first half. See Ron Steele, our KWWL Hudson resident, getting some footage. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Handoff is to Fulcher. And he's out. He's outside.
Still going. Dragging people. Will not go down. Finally goes down.
That was a nice run by Ethan. That was about a 45-yard carry by Ethan Fulcher.
He carried people with him.
He ran through about 6 or 7 Red Hawks for sure.
I apologize for this camera too. When I zoom, it'll zoom in and out on its own, and I don't know why.
So speaking of flipping the field, that one rush by Fulcher has done that again for the Pirates, as it's 1st and 10 from the Red Hawk 35-yard line.
Pass. It's going to be a screen. It's to Zook.
Pretty well defended by the Red Hawks. I like the call.
That's the second time 28's done a heck of a job on either a swing pass out of the backfield or that screen pass. He's come up and he's getting blocked, but he's still making the play.
He's got a good nose for the ball there. 2nd and 9 for Hudson at the Red Hawk 34-yard line with 6:30 and counting here in quarter number 1. Coming to you live here from Hudson, Iowa tonight. Gruffle's in motion. A low snap. Handoffs to Fulcher again. And he has a nice run for 5.
That motion took people away from that side, and we tried to run back towards the wide side of the field there.
You can
3rd and short.
You can already see early in this first quarter, Kevin, Fulcher's experience at playing running back.
Yeah, he's running hard.
He runs hard, and he sees kind of what's developing ahead of him. So it's 3rd and 4 from the Red Hawk 29-yard line. Fulcher swings out, and
quarterback
keeps
draw.
it.
Get upfield.
He got pushed forward for a 1st down.
He didn't have it at first.
No. Fulcher's coming out for a breather, and Cullum's in the game.
And Joe had over 100 yards rushing last week.
141.
At
21
GMG.
carries. He was a workhorse for the Pirates down there.
I know he's disappointed. He wanted a couple more touchdowns, but he carried the load for us. Uh-oh, we got here.
Not sure. The head official's coming over to the Hudson sideline. I think they're talking about the play clock, which it feels like is a very difficult thing for a lot of people to figure out.
It's different this year. The play clock is.
It could be set to 25. It could be set to 40.
Yeah.
There's like a 2-page spreadsheet of scenarios when to do each.
And so he's explaining to Coach Brecky, and Coach Brecky in his headset is relaying it up to the press box on what the head official wants done when he puts when he tries to reset the game clock with one arm versus two. So it was set at 40. Now they've changed it to 25 for the play clock.
In the meantime, all the athletes are probably happy for this little breather.
Correct. And last week it was even harder because at GMG they don't have play clocks in either end zone.
Ooh.
So towards the end of the game when we wanted to run clock, Peyton would walk up there and just wait until the back official would put his arm up, meaning there were 10 seconds left in the play clock. Then he'd kind of count to himself and then snap it. It was a lot more difficult without him.
All right, so it brings up 1st and 10. Hudson from the 24-yard line of the Red Hawks. Joe gets the ball, and they met him in the backfield there. That's a loss of 2 for Hudson.
Nobody really.
Joe had no chance. I mean, they were on him when he got the ball, so
Yes,
we missed some blocks up front there.
Yeah, we did.
Looks like they brought a little bit of a run blitz, too. I mean,
They're going to blitz a lot, I'm afraid. So
second and 12.
I'd like to see a jet sweep here at some point away from 28. Take it to the Pirates' left side. This kid out here is a player.
2nd and 12 from the 26.
See if we can't get this blocked here.
And it's an option. Peyton keeps it, turns up the field, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage. So
it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 from the 24. 25-yard line, we'll say. So there's 4-10 and counting here in quarter number 1. So this quarter is melting away.
You're on the 25 too, Coach. I'm thinking maybe you got 2 plays picked out
Definitely.
here that you want to run.
I think so. I don't think you're punting down here. And
Just try to get half of it here.
A little bit too far to kick in this wet
and hope you
field.
get more.
3rd and 10. Oh, that's a long snap. You got to fall on it.
Oh, boy, and he does.
That's the right play. You want to try to pick it up and go, and that usually doesn't work out.
Now you're going to punt it. Tony's been the center for 2 years now, and his snapping has been very inconsistent. Got to be better than that. You've played for 2 years now.
So that brings up about 4th and, I think, 27-ish. Yeah, 4th and 27.
Well, that's too bad. The Pirates shot themselves in the foot there. Hopefully, we can get a pretty good punt off and pin them back again.
Austin Appleton is back to punt. It's a low snap. He recovered, though, and gets off a good one again.
Go get it. Down it right there.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was for sure.
That is a terror. You could have downed it so easily. You didn't know where you were.
He just did not quite know where he was on the field there. So that's going to give the Red Hawks possession at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, with 2:59 to go in the first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Pirates mentally.
Mr. Mark Schlatter, our elementary principal, was
patrolling the sidelines
tonight. Looks like we've got the youngsters in pretty good
control
tonight.
They roped off quite a bit. Oh, illegal substitution.
Yeah, I mean, all the intricacies behind the scenes at a home football game. Administrators
don't ever get to really see the game.
Yeah, they earn their money on a home event, especially football. There's people scattered all over.
You got touch football going on.
Got a lot of stuff going on out there.
With the little kids.
My son Cole, I told him there was no football tonight, and he said I'm staying home. So he's probably watching at home. So hello, Cole. Run up the middle, just a hard run for about 3 yards. They get 3 back, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Red Hawks. It's starting to cool down a little bit as the sun's going down, but it's still almost 80 degrees here tonight. But the humidity feels better. A little breeze tonight coming out of the south a little bit, looks like.
If anyone out there has my cell phone, you can text me and tell me how bad I'm running the camera and tell us if we're coming through loud and clear or not. There's another run. Nice job by Aiden Larson. Sniff that out from the end right there right away.
The Pirates,
60.
The Pirates are doing a good job of taking away that middle so far. Player's helmet came off. He's going to have to leave the game. Number 21 for the Red Hawks, which is Zach Greener. Senior, 5'9".
Probably Griner.
Griner, probably, yeah.
There's a lot of Griners in the Gladbrook, Rhinebeck, Traer area. I'm guessing it's Griner.
Griner. So this is 3rd and 13 from the 17-yard line of the Red Hawks. So, Kevin, this is that part of the field. I think the Red Hawks want to be careful. I mean,
correct. You don't want to give up a sack. You don't want to throw a pick here for sure.
They are spread. They got 4 wide, 1 in the backfield.
It's a quarterback run up the middle, and he almost fumbled it.
He
did lose it for a second, got it back.
So to our point there, pretty conservative play call, really. Gained 3 yards. It brings up 4th and 10. 4th and 10 from the 20. So they ran 3 plays that drive and got 0 net yards. So
one of our colleagues, Nancy Uden, I'm taking this comment as sarcasm. She says my camera skills are right on point.
Boy, we're being pretty conservative fair catching. There's not many people.
There's nobody
around.
near him.
But that might be the coaches.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Is that how that goes?
Yeah, punting. You know my feeling on the punt receive. Just catch it and get the ball to your offense. So good job by Cole Shepard.
And you're on the 37. Good field position. Playbook's pretty open when you're at or around near midfield. So.
Nancy's my neighbor in the West Hallway.
West Side. Shout out to the West Side.
Shout out West Side.
West Side Hallway.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Hudson from their own 37-yard line.
There's a good snap.
Hand off to Fulcher, and
he cut it back
right
into a tackler.
That's just a hard-fought 2.5-yard run by Ethan. 1 minute to play and counting in period number 1. So this is going by fast as both teams have primarily kept the ball on the ground. 2nd and 7 from the Pirate 40-yard line. Again, Peyton Stewart, senior Peyton Stewart, is the quarterback for the Pirates tonight. Ethan's in the backfield with him. He's rolling out, looking for a pass. He's got a receiver.
There's Bryce Griffin.
There.
Good pitch and catch. Great block out here by Ethan Fulcher, keeping the defensive end away from Peyton Stewart so Peyton could look downfield and throw a nice ball. You can see Peyton's confidence from last week to this week is skyrocketed. Last week he was a little unsure of himself. That was a sure thrown ball.
I like when they roll a right-hander out to the right side.
Correct.
Makes that throw a little easier. And that will be the end of the first quarter, folks, with the score 0-0 after 1 quarter of play. So both teams feeling themselves out. I feel like certainly the Pirates have racked up more offensive stats thus far. Nothing to show for it yet. But the Pirates, Kevin, at least from this being our 3rd home game, have moved the ball better tonight than they did in those first 2
for sure
home matchups.
So the chain gang really didn't have to work very hard when the ball's on the 49. They just had to flip it over.
That's a chain gang's dream. When the quarter ends at midfield, in essence, you don't have to hardly do anything but switch them.
They feel like they won the lottery on that one, I believe.
And chain gangs that are not in very good shape, not saying ours is that gang, but they really appreciate when that happens.
We are in great shape. We're getting a shout out from Southern Missouri. What town in Missouri are you talking about? Because I know
that's the Show Me State.
This person's granddaughter, I think, is in the homecoming court tonight. So,
the Show Me State.
Speaking of Missouri, Kylie DeBerg, former Hudson graduate, playing for the Missouri Tigers, treks down to Waco, Texas tonight to take on the 5th-ranked Baylor Bears. It'll be a tough volleyball match.
Has Missouri lost yet?
They're the only undefeated team in the SEC right now.
Wow. What a nice kid and athlete Kylie was here at Hudson.
And then they play tomorrow night against the 13th ranked Hawaii. What's Hawaii's nickname?
The Rainbows, aren't
The
they?
Rainbow Warriors?
I believe they're the
Something like
Rainbow. I think they're the Rainbow Warriors.
So they'll play the 5th-ranked Baylor Bears, and you all right?
What's going on? There was just a little scuffle behind us here, and Mr. Deacon was breaking it up. I think a couple third graders were arguing over whose popcorn it was, but Mr.
Deacon told him to take the high road, share.
All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10. Hudson from the 49.
Much better snaps now this second drive. Ooh, that might have been a face mask a little bit.
You got him a little high.
Forward progress. They're going to gain maybe a yard. Maybe. Good swarming
looks like about
defense.
a half a yard. For all of you interested in the homecoming coronation, that will be coming your way here at the end of this second quarter. So stay tuned. Don't leave your computers or TVs or phones, however you're viewing.
You might want to go to the bathroom here shortly so you don't miss it.
All right, 2nd and they're calling it 10. It's 9.5 here from the 49 still.
Here they come.
Fulcher with the handoff, and he's got a little room.
Nice run. Nice run, nice blocking up front. You can see the offensive line's more confident when Ethan's back there.
There is
He's got a different gear.
And I just feel like, again, you can sense his experience. He makes his decisions just a little quicker on what gaps to hit and what blocks to foul. But the line did a nice job blocking up front. Brings up a 1st and 10. Pirates from
35?
The Red Hawk 34. Yep, pretty close. Stewart back to pass. Uh-oh.
Holding. There's going to be holding on the defense.
Yeah, Zook had
it's going to be pass interference. Should have been picked off, but the defensive back wouldn't let Zook get to where he wanted to go. So it's going to be defensive pass interference, I believe.
Yep, that's the call.
Zook tried coming across the field and Stu threw the ball where he thought he was going to be, but he could never. He couldn't get there.
So nice job on getting that call right, Kevin. That brings our correct percentage on calls to about 15% for the year.
15? You're shooting high, I think.
We haven't been very good up here seeing what's going on down there. So. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Hudson from the 19 of the Red Hawks, and Peyton's back to pass again. Over the middle.
Nice effort by
Tendon for Zook again. Zook is aggressive going
pass
for the ball.
catcher.
Like if their defensive back would have been that aggressive coming to that ball, he might have had a pick too. I mean,
Correct.
It's kind of an up for grabber. And
what I like about that play call, though, is it stretches their defense out. Their defensive backs are going to play a little bit farther off the line of scrimmage, knowing that we're throwing it, and that might give us.
But now you see Zook and Fulcher in the backfield.
Might give us a little bit of better holes in our running game here.
Oh, Peyton keeps it.
Wow.
That could have been a RPO, run pass option, but I feel like he maybe missed the handoff and made a great improv decision to just take the ball and go.
So when he faked the Fulcher and faked the Zook, there was a pile of guys right in the middle right there, and Peyton just kind of stood there for a second.
And maybe he was reading that.
And then ran to the left, and the whole left side of the defensive line had collapsed to the inside. So
Peyton's a smart kid,
read.
so we're going to –
First and goal on the 3.
We're going to say that was a great read by Peyton. We need points here now, Coach.
We need 6.
Yeah. So
we're going to call timeout, I believe. Get everybody on the same page. Get some water. Not a bad time to call a timeout. You got 10 and a half left in the first half. You got the momentum. You know, it's hot. Get some fluids in them. Get everybody mentally refocused. Some might say it's a bad time for the offense to take a timeout because that helps the defense, but I think it's going to help the offense as well.
Yeah, I think it's a good time. our 9th ranked volleyball team is in action tomorrow right down the road at Waterloo West in a very loaded get-together of volleyball teams tournament. We're in a pool with Decorah, Cedar Falls, which is #1 in Class 5A, defending state champs, and Olwine. And like I said, our girls are currently ranked 9th in Class 2A, having a great fall. The other pool, I believe, has North Tama in it, Wapsie Valley, and someone else.
West and East.
Oh, East and West Waterloo.
We're in with Don Bosco.
Oh, Don Bosco, Olwine, and Cedar Falls.
Correct.
So if you have time, if it's going to be raining tomorrow, get down, stay inside, get to the gym, and support our volleyball team. First and goal. It's handed off.
Zook, they're pushing. Oh, he has him down.
He has him down about the half-yard line.
Second down. That was kind of like, it was a half-hearted jet sweep, I would call it. We haven't run the jet sweep yet tonight, but it was more of a jet sweep, but run it up inside between the tackles instead of trying to get it clear out to the outside.
All right, so there's 10 minutes and counting here in quarter number 2. And it's second and goal from about the half-yard line.
Pretty good sustained drive for the Pirates.
This seems like a falter.
They're going to blitz 2 guys in the A gap, so you can see them creeping up there. Keeper, and he's going to walk in.
There's a touchdown for the Pirates.
Strike up the band, Coach.
And the cannon.
We haven't been able to say strike up the band
Strike
yet
up
this
the
year.
band. Let's hear that.
That's the
Pirate
first
fights on.
home touchdown this season.
That is. And that was a nice, again,
good read by
Peyton. Because to your point, they had it stacked. Pretty good. Kind of went into the deceptive formation there.
Just to see how they lined up.
Austin Appleton out for the point after, and he's off and running. It was a bad snap.
Throw it.
And he's down. So the point after conversion is
no good.
So it's 6-0 and strike up the band. Hudson. That touchdown feels good, Kevin.
Sure does.
Get a good home touchdown. Get the crowd into it. I don't think we need to give our defense too many. Give them a little lead to play with. That helps.
Yes, it does.
You can be a little more aggressive, and that's a big factor in how you can call the plays defensively, certainly if you have a lead. So it is 6-0. There's 9:42 to play here in quarter number 2. Reminder, homecoming coronation is coming up at the half. If you're in the touchdown club and you're not here, there was no winner on that yard line, which must be the 1 yard line, unless they call it the half and just pretend like no one has the half.
I was going to buy that one this year, and
I'm
just kicking myself.
There were 2 nice pep rallies at the school today at 1 o'clock for the lower elementary, and then upper elementary, junior high, high school had a pep rally at 2:20 this afternoon. Nice to see everyone get together and bring some energy to support the Pirates here tonight. So
now you got a lead, and you have the momentum. You want to keep that momentum if you can.
Good kick. That's caught about the 7 yard line. And he brings it out to about the 20.
Good kick. Joe Cullum on the tackle. Joe's a good team player. Knew when Fulcher was coming back, he was probably going to see his reps go down carrying the ball.
Laura Angove, who's on our high school staff, said she's down at Waterloo Columbus tonight celebrating a class reunion. I think she said 45 years.
Was the class of 62?
Maybe she said 35.
Is that when she graduated?
I think she said 45. 45 years ago.
Is that the one-room schoolhouse that they had back then?
I think so. And there's a quick pitch.
Don't let him get to the outside. Good job, Stu.
Oh,
the
the
ball
ball's
came out.
loose.
And I think Hudson has it.
Yeah, Hudson has the ball.
There's a big momentum shift right there. Big momentum shift. I just think, Coach, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when we watched them play Jessup, would you say Hudson looks much more confident?
Much more confident.
Their body language, the way they're playing, just a lot more confident tonight.
Yeah,
than they've ever
they're getting
been.
to the ball great on defense, and that hasn't changed much since the beginning of the year. But yeah, the body language is better. The Red Hawks' body language right now is looks a little down.
We need to punch this in and really put the pressure on them to try to score.
There's a handoff to Fulcher.
Oh, nice cut. Another nice cut. He's still going.
Boy, he runs hard. And I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but Ethan's just so decisive when he's running the ball. I mean, very little hesitation, and he's a strong runner. Brings up 1st and 10 from the Red Hawk 12-yard line.
If Angove graduated 45 years ago, is she still using a flip phone then? How'd she text you?
She told me that earlier today.
Oh, I got you. Quarterback keeper again by Stu. Really kind of, for the most part, the first half, they've been working this left side of the Red Hawk defense, and now this drive, they're working the right side. So into the lineup tonight. Coming in, number 5, Jackson Lear.
Yep, he's been on the sideline a couple weeks. So
with a shoulder injury. Got hurt the first series against Columbus. Started the year at quarterback.
Second down and 5.
Wide out.
From the 7-yard line. 2nd and 5. Hand off.
Is that Cullum that time?
It looked like Joe for just pretty much no gain. The middle was pretty plugged in there by the Red Hawks defense. Nice job. Aiden Zooks trotting off, getting some water on the sideline here. So this brings up 3rd and 5 from the 7.
So you wonder, I think the Hudson staff is doing a good job of letting Ethan run it a couple times, bringing Joe in, getting Ethan a blow. Yeah, this is his first game. I mean, these are his first snaps of the year.
Hudson is 4 wide. Here comes Jackson in motion.
It's a counter up the middle.
Boy, Fulcher was hitting the backfield, but did a nice job of making at least back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a half yard. So we're going to see Austin Appleton try to make this a 2-possession game.
Yep.
6-0. Hudson's going to try to put 3 on the board to make it 9-0. This is the end of the field that's the wettest.
Correct.
So let's hope our footing holds up down in this area.
Last time we didn't have a very good snap. Snap's good. Kicks up, kicks away. It looks no good. Wide right.
Wide right. Yep. By the way, on the field conditions, the field is still soft, and especially the north end. I know administration had to make a tough call yesterday to cancel a junior high football game here, and it was a nice day, but the field was in no condition. If you want to play on it again this fall, they would have tore it up a lot, especially that north end. I know our varsity ended up having a walkthrough on the south end, but great decision not to play on this field because this is the only field here in Hudson, and to rip it up in mid-September would not be good. That junior high game is getting made up, by the way, too, so those kids will get to play. So, all right, here we go. 7 minutes left in the first half, 6-0 Hudson.
Couldn't take advantage of that last turnover. Ooh, way to play who was that on the outside? 51, Carter Swope, played that option perfectly. Didn't go with the running back, stayed home. The quarterback tried to fake him out, and he just stood there and waited for him. The quarterback had to keep it, so Carter gobbled him up.
Ethan Fulcher as an addition to the defense too, Kevin. That puts some other people in more comfortable positions too, and that's making a different look for this defense.
That's the reason. One of the reasons why we were state champions last year was Ethan on defense. Probably one of the best defenders in the state in our class. He's looks like a false start to me.
Yeah,
he's a great wrestler, so He knows how to tackle and get guys to the ground.
I mean, we had this feeling a lot last year. I know this is early in the game, but it just feels like this is a good matchup for our defense, this offense tonight. But it's early. Hopefully we can keep things going the way they are, but I just don't see a lot going. The total yardage for the Red Hawk offense is minimal tonight.
I'm guessing that they're going to have to start throwing pretty soon. They didn't throw it much last week against the Wapsie Valley Warriors.
There's another offensive play for no gain. I mean, it looks like there's 12 or 13 Pirates out there on defense.
And there's not. There's only 11.
Yes, there's only 11. It is fair.
That's all they'll let us play with.
But getting Ethan back to anchor that defense, like you said, just puts Zook in a different position, puts some other people in a different position to make plays. So 3rd and 15, Red Hawks from their own 15-yard line here with 5:19 to play in the second quarter.
Linemen just need to keep contained. The quarterback can throw really well, but he also can run it pretty well.
He's going deep.
It's almost like a punt. They're way over the head of everybody.
Just a little bumping out there, but nothing that would draw a flag.
Cole Shepard played it so well.
So we got 2 Pirates back to receive again. We've called 2 fair catches so far tonight with room to operate, but that could be the plan. Yep. So I'm okay with that.
We don't go to practice every day. We just come out here and give our opinion every once in a while.
No. Oh, that's going to be a safety. You got rid of it. Peyton caught it.
Just go down. That's not a bad punt for it going clear into the end zone.
That's a nice athletic play by Staker.
That was a hell of a play.
I mean, you're looking at
2 or 6
points.
And he got it out to the 30?
30-yard line.
That's pretty damn impressive.
That is a big play, and with 4:56 left in the first half, we'll see how big a play that is, especially if they can keep Hudson out of the end zone.
Hudson just keeps knocking on the door. We got to get another score here.
All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 26-yard lines where they spot it.
Carter Craffle in motion.
Hand off to Fulcher up the middle.
He's going to get 2 or 3.
Yep, kind of testing the left side that time. The pep band is converting into the marching band here in front of our eyes and getting ready to take the field also for a halftime performance tonight. Again, Nikki Davis does a great job with that group.
Do you have a script for halftime, like for all the homecoming kings?
We sometimes do, but we're gonna
wing it.
We're gonna wing it a little bit. We'll tell you who's out there and who's with who. And all right, Peyton's rolling out to the right. They shoot at his ankles. Knees wrapped up. Get down.
Ooh.
It's like a loss of 2 on the play, Kevin. Bringing up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 8, maybe?
Yeah, probably 3rd and 8. They're just under 4 minutes now and counting here in the first half. Brings up 3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Maybe it's
another point in the field where it's 3rd and 8. You're on the 26-ish. Do you go 2 down territory here, or what do we do?
I think you go 2 down territory, but okay. Peyton, quick pass out to Jackson Lear. They take him out of bounds.
Ooh, that could have been a flag.
He took him way out of bounds and kind of pushed him down, but
no gain.
Gain, not much. It's 4th and 7, 4th and 6.5.
You're still going to go for it.
You're going to go for it. Yeah, it's just a little bit too far for a field goal. That would be a 41-yard field goal.
And a punt's not going to do anything for you.
Punt's not giving you more than 10 yards, 15
yards. First thing I do is I try to go on 2, try to draw them off sides.
Make this 4th and 2. That'd be nice.
And then if we jump.
They're trying that. They tried a hard count.
We called timeout again?
Yeah, we tried a hard count, like you said. Try to get him to jump. It's like you've seen someone play the quarterback position for us for the last 3 years, which was your son, who's up in at Waverly at Wartburg. Jacob's in the house here tonight somewhere, isn't he?
He's supposed to be.
There is a big Hudson crowd here tonight.
The Wartburg Knights travel to Luther, one of their big rivals. Casey Tecklenburg, our vocal music teacher, a graduate of Luther College, unfortunately. Now that I'm a Knight, I have to be disgusted by the Luther Norse. But the Wartburg Knights are 3-0 now on the season.
Hey, back to that, just quickly, that junior high game that didn't get played last night. There's so many things that go on behind the scenes at schools and that have to require decisions made by administrators, and they have to consider a lot of things. And, again, the decision to not play junior high last night was a good one because this field is still a little wet, and it was really wet yesterday.
And there were chances of more rain today.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
So, all right, here we go. It is 4th and 7.
It's going to be a draw.
Back to Fulcher, and he got hit.
He's bouncing off people and running. He ain't going to get it, but
Just
that was
about.
a heck of an effort.
Taking nothing away from Ethan Fulcher, but that was almost Christian Series-ish. I mean, he was bouncing around and kept his feet and balance.
Exactly.
So great run by Ethan. And that leaves 3:19 on the clock before halftime for the Redhawks, and they've got to go 82 yards if they want to score. They're on the 18-yard line.
Just got to play smart defense. Don't give up a long pass. No pass interference calls.
Defense has been playing really sound so far.
They're leaving Stacker at quarterback now.
4 wide for the Redhawks here.
It's going to be a run up the middle.
Good hard run. He absorbed a couple hits. Fulcher hit him right first, bounced off, and got about 5-6 yards there. About 5. They bring up 2nd and 5.
Pirates only have 1 timeout left. Redhawks have all theirs.
Just got confirmation from the Columbus reunion tonight. They graduated 35 years ago. I couldn't remember if it was 35 or 45.
35, wow. The Redhawks didn't seem like they were in too big of a hurry to.
There's just nothing there for running.
And they're not in any hurry to try to get the. I'd call a timeout if I was Hudson right here. They got 1 left. It's 3rd and.
Maybe they'll call after this one.
Might. Yeah, it's either call a timeout now or call a timeout after this play. You're going to get the ball back with about 1.5 minutes left.
There's just been nothing running-wise really for the Redhawks so far in this first half.
Which is interesting because they ran the ball all over Wapsie Valley last Friday night. Attempted very few passes. Just ran and ran and ran. Oh, nice hit.
Carter Cruffle with a nice defensive play out there.
It was right, hit the receiver right in the hands, and Carter Craffle dislodged it. So don't have to take your timeout because it's an incomplete pass.
Good call.
So you got 1:49 left. Hudson, I almost said Iowa, since I'm an Iowa fan. Hudson's going to get the ball back again with 1:49 left and 1 timeout.
The young receivers out there, if that receiver would just taken 2 steps to the ball, he probably makes a catch there.
Correct.
That's kind of a shank punt.
It's going to go out of bounds.
We got a good North Tama bounce to about the 42-yard line, 43.
44.
But, Kevin, that Red Hawk receiver just kind of was planted waiting for that long pass.
It wasn't like really a hitch, like he didn't come back towards the ball. He just turned and stood.
If he would have taken 1 or 2 steps towards the ball, then Carter wouldn't have got to him quite in time. But any sport you play, baseball, football, basketball, go to the ball. Go get the ball. And thankfully, that Red Hawk did not do that. So we'll take the ball back with 1:41 to play
snap
here.
it. They got too many guys on the field.
They call a timeout. Oh, Hudson called a timeout.
No, Red Hawks did.
Oh, Red Hawks did. Okay.
They had too many guys on the field, and he was trying to get off, and it looked like Hudson was going to snap it. So they're going to get a free 5 yards.
Because Kevin, because we are calling the game, just like they do on ESPN, if you're calling the game, you can't make a prediction of the homecoming king and queen tonight, so which is a good thing. We don't want to get into that business. So, but stay tuned.
Since there is betting in Iowa now, there are some odds out there on who's going to win the homecoming king and homecoming queen. You can bet on it in Vegas.
Yeah. But what we do know is the kids have had a fun week. The girls and the guys representing their senior class on the court here at Hudson are all great kids. They're going to have fun with it, whatever happens tonight.
Since I still am a junior parent, I have a son that's a junior. The junior boys destroyed the senior boys in the macho match last night, 3-1 in volleyball.
It really was lopsided. The juniors dominated that game, which is, yeah, it was 3-1, and they made the one victory for the seniors was a huge rally coming back from a 23-12 deficit, I think, going to 25. All right, here we go, 1st and 10.
Fulcher in motion.
And
fake.
Stewart back to pass, and he's got Bryce. Nice
down
play.
Clock's going to stop for the first down.
12-yard completion.
I think it's remarkable the strides Peyton Stewart's made from taking over in that first half against Columbus when he hadn't taken a snap at quarterback to last week. He missed the handoff there, but he still got positive.
Oh, fumble.
Hudson's back on it. So we want to get up to the line here. We got time.
2nd and 12.
Just get on the line.
1:15 and counting here in the second quarter. The homecoming court, minus the football players, is walking around the south side of the track to get ready for the coronation here shortly. Here we go, 2nd and 12 from the 46. Another low snap. Stewart's looking deep. That one's picked off.
It's almost like a punt. Just got to tackle him, get him down.
That's okay.
51
seconds left. The Redhawks are going to take over about the 35, 36-yard line. Now, Kevin, I haven't seen anything from the Red Hawk offense to think that they're not just going to try to get to the halftime right now. But I could be wrong.
I was just bragging about how good Stu's been doing, and that time he took a shot deep when the short passing game or intermediate passing game he's been throwing good balls there. I was hoping they'd continue to do that.
We'll see if the Red Hawks have something up their sleeve to try to still score here. But, again, they've got 64 yards ahead of them with 51 seconds left. They're looking to pass, and he's going deep.
Cole, get it. Go get it, Cole.
Up for grabs. Oh. That's good. Good coverage by Cole Shepard. It was kind of just a jump 50-50 ball there, and they both went for it. 29, Payne for the Redhawks was the intended receiver. Coach Payne had a couple hands on that ball, and Cole did a good job of just kind of ripping it away from him on the way down. So,
speaking of growing up in a hurry, Cole has come back after not playing football his freshman, sophomore year. First couple games looked a little shaky out there. That time, ball went up. He got his head turned around, found the ball. When it hit the receiver's hands, he knocked it down.
So
great job,
scratch
Cole.
what I was saying. The Redhawks are trying to move the ball here right now.
We got 3 wide on this side.
They're going back to pass again. Quarterback's looking deep, and he's in trouble. Took a sack. Hudson might call a timeout just to make him run another play. Or get to the halftime, too. So there's 30 seconds and counting.
And there's 33 on the play clock. I would venture to guess that the Redhawks are just going to let the clock run out here.
They do not have to take another snap. If the half ends this way, it's 6-0. The Hudson Pirates over the North Tama Redhawks from Traer. This is a big game in Class A District 7 as, again, Traer comes in.
With
North Tama comes in 3-0, and Hudson comes in 1-2.
And that's both teams are 1-0 in the district.
Big Hudson crowd here tonight.
Pirates 6 and the Redhawks 6. 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 6 and the
couple of the senior football players are remaining on the field to be part of the coordination. Kevin, I know every football coach loves that.
Yeah.
when their key guys are out here for the pomp and circumstance. But it is part of the event, and it's all good. It's fun. So we don't have a script here, but as the court comes across the field, we will tell you who's coming across.
How old they are, what their sign is.
A little bit about them. They all look nice tonight. They all dress up, clean up well here at Hudson. So, Kevin, as far as the first half of that game, feel good about where Hudson's at 6-0, especially on the defensive side of the ball. It feels like we could have got a few more points.
We left some points out there, that's for sure. But I feel really good defensively about how our kids are playing.
I see my wife Amy and Cole rolling in. Cole heard that maybe after halftime you could play, and he's going to test that rule.
He likes to push the envelope.
Or maybe he's here to see the coordination too.
The introductions and announcements, the student council would like to thank any teachers, administrators, volunteers, and parents who gave up their time to help with this year's homecoming events. This year, the student council chose the theme of the Olympics.
This year's homecoming theme here at Hudson was the Olympics. Again, another shout out to Kate Tilgis, our first year student council supervisor. Did a great job with all the events this week, Kevin. That's a hard job. You can do it, like you said earlier this afternoon, 100 times, and every year's a little different. Everything
doesn't seem like it gets any easier, I'm sure.
No, she did a great job. Well done, Kate. Sophomores win the hallway decoration competition. Their country was Japan. The seniors were the United States. The freshmen were Australia. And the juniors were Brazil.
This is Ramaya Everman.
Ramaya and
Blake Carlin.
Blake Carlin. These are
our
freshman
reps
coming across the field right now. Ramaya and Blake. Looking nice out there tonight. Here comes our sophomore reps. Jake Yoder and Cammie Coling.
Escorted by Jake Yoder, son of Joletta and Roger Yoder.
Jake obviously on the football team, number 21, and Cammie's on the cheer squad. So they are the sophomore reps.
All that means is their parents saved money. They didn't have to buy any new outfits.
Yeah, that's a good call. Comes the junior reps. Looks like Sam Hansen and Jessica Carlin.
Somebody's stuffing the ballot box with those Carlin kids.
Kids.
I want to recount. I think there was some meddling from the Chinese or Russians somehow.
I told Jess I was going to drop equine, the word equine tonight as she comes across. She does a great job. I'm not sure. Does Jess work with equine or just other animals? But
every animal, I think.
She does a great job, though.
Elias Snyder from Germany, our foreign exchange student.
And senior Naomi Henderson, the first female candidate coming out. Naomi, there's a student athlete. Not many more involved in things than Naomi here at the high school. From the fine arts to athletics, and a great student, very smart kid. Comes Abby Gaudian and Eli Fox coming across, the next two court candidates. Abby might be the only four-sport athlete in the senior class for girls. I think she is. Abby plays volleyball, basketball, was a state golfer last spring, and then softball as well. And Eli Fox is number 42, not in uniform. He had an injury earlier in the season.
There's Emma Kegbine and Peyton Stewart.
Peyton Stewart. Cole has a little football field we paint every year, and we've got Stu in the end zone and 16 in the other end zone for our neighbor Peyton. Great family, the Stewarts. And Emma Kegbine, again, part of the volleyball team and everything.
I feel bad for the Stewarts because of their neighbors.
Yeah. We're pretty rowdy, the Curlies. Comes Ethan Fulcher and Claire Cruffle. Nice to see Ethan back on the sideline, or not the sideline, on the field this week. And Claire, also very involved student athlete here at Hudson, on the volleyball team and also the golf team, and very active in other activities at the high school. Couple of good leaders there. We've got Alex Reynolds and Morgan Hansen coming across next. Alex has a knee brace as he had a football injury in week 1. And Morgan Hansen, currently on the cross-country team. Great students there again, great kids. All of our kids here represent tonight for their classes, do a great job. Just being good kids, good models.
Alex had a heck of a catch in that Jessup game. Caught it on the 1-yard line. His foot got caught in the turf and he got spun around, and that was the end of his season.
Yeah, that was a good catch. Sophie Selinki is being escorted by Trey Germain. Sophie also runs cross country on our ranked girls team, and Trey's had a good senior year out there on the football field for us, number 53. Again, very good role models and also good leaders in our
Here comes the Crown Bearer. Crown Bearers.
Comes the Crown Bearers and the
like
flowers.
Anna Haskovic.
Anna Haskovic.
Caden Kryle.
And Mr. Kryle bringing the hardware across the field, and we can see across the way our reigning for the next couple minutes, king and queen, Maddie Grahams and Travis Carlin.
I told you,
there's three
it's
Carlin.
Russian. It's Russian meddling.
There's 3 Carlins on the field right now. Is Kayla out there somewhere?
I'm sure she is. She's probably out there somewhere.
All right, so the moment of truth and suspense here for those waiting
Russian or
anxiously
Chinese meddling to get all those Carlins out there at one time. Because that family.
Okay, now they kind of walk around behind the person, and it's a surprise. So Maddie's going to take she's going with Anna. She's going to walk around and present the crown to the queen. There's suspense. Who's it going to be?
Oh,
who's it going to be?
Yeah.
Oh,
psych.
oh, she's coming this way. It's hard to say where she's going. Oh, boy. This is like Lee Corso on game day. I mean, just
with the headgear, yeah.
Oh, she's pulling it out. And it's going. That's the king. Peyton Stewart's the king.
Very deserving young man. In spite of his neighbors.
That boy neighbor. Shout out to all his family listening out there too tonight. I know he's got some people listening in and watching. So the king is Peyton Stewart. We got a crown of queen here. Travis Carlin. Oh, even Travis is being dramatic.
He's like, what?
I thought he'd be a little more matter of fact. Oh, it's going back and forth. He's going this way. He's going this way. Oh, wow.
Caden Kryl's about ready to tackle him.
Travis, where is he going? He's going back this way, this way, this way.
Oh.
Naomi Henderson, nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Naomi Henderson, the 2019 Hudson Pirate Homecoming Queen, and to Peyton Stewart, the 2019 Homecoming King.
That's awesome.
If you're picking kids, you can't go wrong anywhere out there. So good kids out there. As a matter of fact, in the whole senior class, not just the ones out here tonight. So
I don't know if Elias knows what's going on. He's just clapping and going, I don't know. I don't get it.
I think he thinks he's the king because his. Yeah, king and queen got to get together now.
Now they got to go shoot one of those Bud Light commercials.
Yeah. There's all the parents up in press row getting their photo shoots on.
Good thing there's no social media to see all those pictures from. And here comes the
marching band
comes sprinting in out of nowhere.
Please welcome to the field the Hudson Pirate Marching Band.
Or as I like to call them, a marching band of pirates.
Well, once again, that was well done. Kevin, one thing I've noticed teaching here the last 3 years, our students here are really just so supportive of each other and all their activities, and we get new students coming in the district, and they include them. Last night at the Macho Match, getting new students in there from just having a good time, and I just think our kids get it a lot here at Hudson, and
comes from great parents, great kids.
Yep,
it's fun to
definitely starts at home and makes the job here at school for administrators, teachers, staff, coaches a lot easier for sure. So
you've been here 3 years already?
Sorry, my 3rd year, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Beautiful Friday night. It says, my watch is saying it's still 78 degrees. Is that possible?
That feels like it up here.
And very light breeze tonight, and very, very, very few bugs I even see around the lights tonight. So pretty impressive with all the rain and humidity we've had here.
Well, didn't Mr. Deacon climb those light poles this afternoon and hang some of those off?
Yeah, I did see them on his.
Something?
I asked him what those were in the office today, and he did hang some fly strips up on each pole this afternoon.
I'm glad OSHA wasn't around because he wasn't tethered to those poles at all. He's an experienced climber. So
speaking of Mr. Deacon, that is him in the end zone. You can't quite see on camera right now, but is that a shop vac he's got out in the end zone?
I think it is.
Wow. So he is getting some of that excess water we talked about off the field. I mean, he is just always looking out.
What doesn't he do?
For the safety of students, from fly strips on the light poles to a shop vac in the end zone. I mean, I think he got the shop vac from Coach Leonard, because Coach Leonard collects shop vacs because he was nervous about some water in a basement of a property he once owned. And rain makes him nervous still. So
he must have lived in Waverly at one time.
That's exactly where he lives. So again, the marching band, pep band under the direction of Mrs. Nikki Davis, doing a great job out there. Got some new unis last year. Look sharp out there with their hats. We got cheerleaders out there in the pep band, football players. The great thing about small schools is you can do everything.
You can literally do everything.
Literally.
You got the queens out there playing a trombone. She gets crowned, goes and runs and grabs her trombone, runs out on the field. Now she's in the marching band. The stew crew is out there, down there, talking to Cole right now.
There's Nikki. I think she asked Cole if he wanted to try on the crown, and just how I trained him, he said, no, thank you. You can have it.
No royalty in your family?
No royalty. Actually, there has been some royalty, just not me. So it's a sore subject. Actually, I'm okay with that too.
So when we get back to the game, the Pirates are going to be kicking off to North Tama. So we'll be able to set the tone with our defense again. I like the way our defense is playing tonight.
Kevin, I said it. I'm not sure. It just looks like, you know how matchups can vary week to week. this matchup, our defense against their offense, looks like it favors us. I mean, certainly at this point it has. I hope that continues, but just the eyeball test, it just feels like we've got most of what they want to do covered right now.
Correct.
And again, there's still 2 quarters to play,
Oh, yeah.
so a lot of football ahead for both teams, but a good start for the Pirates, certainly. Feels like one more score, we get that 2-possession lead. That would make a big difference from the feeling. I just feel like the Red Hawk offense is built to come back. I mean, they were in a low-scoring affair with Wapsie Valley last week too. But turnovers will play a big part in probably how this second half goes. There's Mr. Deacon.
He's back.
He's back. Back from hanging the fly strips on the light poles and using Mr. Leonard's shot vac in the end zone. So thank you, Mr. Leonard, for that. Mr. Deacon, use your shot vac and
Got the excess water out of the end zone. Never know, that kid could lose some footing back there. It's going to pay dividends for us in the second half. I can feel it. There's Mr. Werzer, our activities director. I know he loves Friday night football because he probably gets to see about a minute and a half of the game total, probably.
Got a lot of...
Everybody that has a question goes to Mr. Werzer.
A lot of I's to dot and T's to cross as an administrator on a home athletic event. Mr. Werzer is one of the best. I mean, this is not his first rodeo. He does a great job with all our home events, certainly. The patience and the professionalism and the calmness you need to have to be an athletic director to field so many different questions and concerns and issues. So it's God bless him.
Because his job is literally to make everybody happy.
Yeah, so imagine if that's your job. And he does it as well as anybody. I know he's won some awards, too, for Athletic Director of the Year in the state of Iowa, so, and well-deserved.
I see Rick Ellingson down there. Oh, Rick. Love Rick.
There's Dog. As far as college sports go in the state tomorrow, the Iowa Hawkeyes are off, get a bye week after the 18-17 victory in Ames.
Last week was a bye week, too. Oh, that's a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't rub it in. You know one stat, though, in that series? I mean, Iowa's won 5 in a row now.
Correct.
They have not had a turnover
That's
in that
amazing.
5-game win streak. That's amazing.
That is
why you
amazing.
win ball games. They take care of the ball.
Especially in Ames. In that weather, that monsoon that went through there.
The UNI Panthers are home tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. You can get out and watch the Panthers in the Dome. And the Cyclones are hosting the University of Louisiana Monroe, I believe, down in Ames tomorrow as well. So that's kind of the local. And the Wartburg's doing what?
They play at Luther tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Or at 1 o'clock. Let's just say I feel really, really badly for the University of Louisiana at Monroe.
Yeah, the Cyclones are a good football team. And
they're a good football team. They're going to take out their frustrations from last week on the University of Louisiana Monroe.
So the University of Louisiana Monroe, I think that's right. Is that what we're saying that right?
I think so.
They go around and play any big school that wants to play them and just get paid. I mean, they go to Alabama. So they will not be intimidated by the environment at Jack Trice Field, but they, I think to your point, they're going to walk into a hornet's nest a little bit there, I would imagine. Hopefully the Clones can get up and not have a letdown after a disappointing 7-hour delayed event, which was last week's game. So
I got a text message about this week's dress-up days. Monday was Olympic Games Day.
Yep.
Tuesday was Cowboy or Western Day. Wednesday was
Decades
Day. Thursday was Color Day, and Friday was Hudson Spirit Day. But Mr. Werzer on Olympic Day.
He
The
was
downhill skier.
dressed as a downhill skier, wearing a helmet,
goggles.
Had
the skis, the poles, the whole kit and caboodle.
And then he was off. He also did a pretty good job dressing up for Country Western Day, but he looked like a cowboy straight out of Sumner or Fredericksburg.
Lawler,
Iowa.
He looked like Festus. He had his hat just tilted the right way. He either looked like Festus or Woody. I asked him if he had Andy written on the bottom of his boot, but he didn't.
Kids all participated well in those dress-up days throughout the week. Student body did a great job.
My favorite decade one, and I know she's listening, Nancy Uden dressed as Hayden Fry.
Ooh, that was classic.
That was perfect. Had the exact hat that Hayden wore with the glasses, white
slacks,
pants.
Black.
The black pullover with Iowa across the chest.
The shades, the hat.
All she was missing was the mustache.
Now, which means we're all getting older. There were actually some students in the high school that did not know who she was. So that tells you how young they are and how long Hayden's actually been gone from Iowa City as Kirk
21
Ferentz.
years.
Yeah, Kirk Ferentz has been there now for 21 years. Kirk Ferentz, the Hawks really wanted Bob Stoops that time, and he interviewed.
Was one of them.
He interviewed, and he wanted the job, and he said, "I'm going to interview at Oklahoma if you don't give me the job." And the Hawks said, "We got another guy to interview." He ended up going to Oklahoma, and he did a nice job with the Sooners for about 18 years, won a national title. But the Hawks hit a home run to him with Kirk Ferentz. I mean, I just don't think you could have a better guy running a program for that long than Ferentz. So it was a win-win. Everybody did good.
I was skeptical after they went 1-10 the first season.
Kirk's first season was 1-10 or 1-11, and then after
the cupboard was pretty bare when Kirk took over as far as recruiting, those kinds of things.
Hayden probably earned the right to stay as long as he wanted to.
Correct.
But he might have stayed a little long as you start probably getting into the JUCO recruits a little bit more at the end of your run. And, yeah, Kirk had to start from kind of ground zero, but he did it the right way and been a program that perennially wins
7, 8 games.
7, 8, 9, and we've had some 10-win years and 11-win year. I mean,
you got to be careful what you wish for. Look at Nebraska to the west of us.
Yeah.
They were always in the national title conversation. Then they had a coach that won 9 games 3 or 4 straight years.
Solich won.
And they fired him.
So their fan base was not happy with 9 wins a year, and they got rid of a coach, and they haven't been back there since, really. I think Scott Frost probably will get some things going there eventually, but, I mean, it's not easy, especially in today's age, to be competitive year in, year out.
It's not easy to get to 10 wins every year like some of those schools do, and it's not easy to get from and stay there.
All right, here we go. Second half's about to get underway. Austin Appleton's kicking off. That's a good boot. Back to the goal line.
He went into the end zone.
He went into the goal. Yep. In high school football, if the ball enters the end zone or breaks the plane, you cannot return it. It's a touchback. Why, you might ask, that rule is, Kevin, to me that's purely a safety rule.
Safety issue, yeah.
Just don't want people coming down full speed.
Look at half of, or more than half of the injuries in the NFL and in college football. They most often happen on kickoff return, and punt, any special teams.
All right, the Red Hawks, let's see if they've made some adjustments at halftime. They're back to pass. And he's scrambling. Wow. Still scrambling. Throws it out deep and out of bounds. Tell you
wow,
what.
good coverage on the back end because he scrambled a lot.
Great coverage by the Pirates, and Staker's an athlete.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he's
a football player.
He spun out of a pretty tight area down there.
A would-be tackler.
And lived to keep that play alive. And, you know, on a play like that, it's remarkable you don't have like a
holding,
illegal,
pass interference, anything like that.
Ineligible receiver down. I mean, a lot of things can go wrong there, but brings up 2nd and 10. Redhawks from their own 20.
Pirate defense had him in their the grasp, just couldn't finish. They're going to come out slinging it looks like. Nice pitch and catch, but Carter Craffle was there
6.
right away.
Well, Kevin, I will say this. From what I saw, I don't know how – I didn't see any running game really to talk of in the first half. So I like their strategy, if you're a Red Hawk fan, to try to see if you can get some yards through the air, because Hudson seems to be winning the battle up front right now for sure. So,
which we didn't do in week 1 or week 2 here at home. I felt like we were getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the.
Yeah, we were. 3rd and 4 from the 26.
Try to get the defense off the field here. Here comes the blitz. That was a nice throw. Nice close on. Shepard did a nice job closing down on him, but it was a better throw.
That they picked up our blitz too well up front, so that gave the quarterback Staker time to get rid of it and throw a nice ball. But that, we'll see if it continues, but that's how I think they're going to have to move it against this defense tonight. Because
what I like about, that was a good pass, a good catch, but no yards after catch. If you're going to give up some passes, you don't want to give up the long ball or yards after catch.
1st and 10, Redhawks from the 35.
Jeez, they are just going to throw it. Incomplete.
There's some risk in throwing the ball, especially in any level, but high school especially. But the other thing, as an offense, you get a chance to maybe pick up a pass interference.
Correct.
Challenge the defense a little bit up in the air. So
a lot of good things can happen, and a lot of bad things can happen. He's an upperclassman too. I think is he a senior? I'm pretty sure he is.
Yes.
They had a good senior last year at quarterback for most of the season, Hale Hume. And they had a good running back in Morrison last year. That
2nd and 10. Back to pass again.
It's going to be a screen out here, and he dropped it.
Good thing
that
he had set up.
They had blocking out front. Man, they had a lineman way downfield, I felt like. There's some sportsmanship out there. Aiden Zook snapping a lineman's chin strap for him from North Tama.
Yeah, it would have been Cole Shepard would have been one-on-one with him out here in the flats to make a tackle, or the guy would have had a lot of yards.
I bet you they come back to that play at some point because it was open.
Well, they're going to throw this.
Got to get some pressure on him.
Low snap.
There you go.
That's going to be hard to
nice
keep blocking,
job,
pass blocking.
Trey Germain and Tony Trevino, the interior linemen, did a nice job there.
Pass blocking is challenging, and that will be hard to maintain too. So Hudson's going to get the ball back.
They got to be careful of his Stacker's their punter too, so you want to make sure he actually kicks it.
There's a better snap and a good kick. Wow, really good kick. Ethan's back there. Goes out of bounds. A great punt.
Yes, it was.
Down to about the 15-yard line. Well, let's see if the Hudson offense can pick up where. Hey, Kayla. You were the only Carlin not on the field.
All the Carlins are out there. Is there Russian interference?
You were the only. You could have went out there tonight. Then you would have been a family. Oh, yeah, we mentioned it. So Kayla is in the house. She just wasn't on the field out there tonight. She's a Cyclone.
But don't hold that against her. We come out throwing.
There's a nice pass. Oh, 39.
Cole Shepard.
39.
Oh, that's Larson. Xander Larson. His first catch of the year.
Nice. He just took it and went north and south.
That's what you got to do. First down. Nice job, Xander. His first catch of the season, it was a good one. Move the sticks. Stay in front of the chains.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 24. Zook in motion. Hand off to Cullum up the middle. He's met. Not much there.
It's like no gain or half
It's
yard.
like 2nd and 10, maybe a half yard. 8:55 and running here in quarter number 3. It's Hudson 6, North Tama 0. Stewart and Fulcher in the backfield right now for the Pirates. Cruffle in motion. And it's a pass out
Swing
there.
pass to
Swing
Cruffle.
Ooh.
Nice play defensively. That's a heck of a play. For another no gain.
Good thing Carter's flexible, too, because he just got kind of literally bent in half backwards.
Maybe a yard.
That's where that wrestling background comes in handy if you're going to be bent over like that.
Yeah, it's not recommended. People our age can't do that.
Oh, yeah. No, you would have heard cracking.
Good thing there'd be an ambulance here.
Okay, it's 3rd and 9 for the Pirates from their own 26.
See how aggressive play calling is. Craffle in motion again.
Oh, they're throwing it. Oh,
another nice
pass.
catch by Xander Larson, just right in front of the D-back.
That was a nice slant, quick slant.
Pattern. Great ball. Ball came out on time.
And like we talked earlier, Kevin, Xander kind of came to that ball. It was a slant, but
he cut in front of the
defender. He was aggressive.
Nicely done.
Nice way to move the sticks here. 7:30 to go in quarter number 3. 1st and 10 Hudson from the 36-yard line.
Game of field position again.
And Fulcher with the handoff.
He going nowhere.
He's down.
I'm imagining that at halftime that North Tama's defense is good, but they also probably put a spy on wherever Fulcher goes. Yeah. Their middle linebacker's probably going as well.
Fulcher probably had close to half of our offense in the first half.
Yep.
I mean, it's not ever a one-person show, but statistically, yeah, you need to pay attention to number 7. 2nd and 13. Oh, it's a fumble.
Fulcher picked it up, luckily, and no gain or loss. And now we got someone down on the ground for the Pirates.
Looks like a lineman.
It looks to me like it is Blake Johnson.
Yeah, 62, so that's Blake. He's tough. Good job, Blake. He just was in a pile of humanity out there.
That would be one way to put it, for sure.
It looks like he's on his feet. They're getting a look. The offense got a little water break on this 3rd and 13 from the 33.
We've gone to Larson here on 2 slants in a row on 3rd downs. Let's see if we have like a slant and go, a sluggo route here, where we just slant.
It's a fumble. Oh, and North Tama had it. Wow, we got a break there.
We need to snap the ball.
Bad snap. And
this is your 2nd year of
we
snapping.
Are really fortunate to recover that fumble.
I know it's
kind of one of them
job.
plays where when you see linemen trying to recover a fumble, it's not routine. And North Tama missed a golden opportunity to have the ball down inside the 20.
As Nancy Uden would say, it's 4th and Traer right here.
It's 4th and Traer here. Appleton.
We're punting from Traer.
Well, that's blocked. They're going to get a touchdown. That's a touchdown, Red Hawk. Oh, no.
We got on it. It's going to be a safety.
Safety.
Wow. We're going to keep the lead. We got lucky there.
Wow.
How lucky can Hudson get?
Hudson caught 2 huge breaks there. The ball's laying in the end zone. A Red Hawk jumps on it, kind of just bounces right off of it, and Hudson recovers, so it is a safety. And Traer gets 2 points, and they will receive the ball from Hudson. But, Kevin, all the kid need to do is just stay on the ball at 6 points.
Correct.
So, big break for the Pirates. I mean,
Hudson is dodging bullets left
wow.
and right.
But momentum for the Redhawks here in the third quarter all of a sudden.
They got 2 points, and they're going to get the ball back.
They're going to get the ball back. They look like they've made a decision to go airborne offensively a little bit here. But their defense showed up on that possession for sure. Austin had no chance of getting that punt off. They came right through the middle.
Right where Blake Johnson just walked off the field from.
Just smothered it. And, again,
so
his
injury didn't help.
From our camera angle, it might have been a little tough to see, but that ball literally got blocked into the end zone. A Red Hawk was coming to cover it with really nobody around him. And he had a great effort play, but
scored it away.
Just fell on it and didn't stay on it.
And a good hustle play by Hudson to run into the end zone and jump on it.
Yeah, it was very, very fortunate break.
Never give up on a play.
Let's hope that is a big part of the result here, because that we could have been looking at a 7-6 deficit.
Correct.
So big break. Now Appleton will kick from the 20-yard line is as the rule after a safety. So the Red Hawks are lined up back here around their own 40 to 35-yard line. Austin's got a good leg. He'll get it back there.
It's one of those things, do you want to outkick your coverage or do you want to kick it short so we can get a tackle? He hits a line drive. It goes between the guy's legs.
He's got time. He's going to pick it up about the 25, out to the 30. Boy, and he almost broke it.
Saving tackle by number 53.
That's Entrican. That's 63.
Tate with a great takedown.
That might have saved a touchdown.
That did save a touchdown.
Grabbed him by the ankle and locked him up. That's a big play. So the Red Hawks will start at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10 here with 5:26 to go in quarter number 3. The score now Hudson 6, North Tama 2 after the safety. But again, Kevin, we feel fortunate that wasn't 6 or 7 points down there.
You are very lucky here. They got trips out one side and single coverage out here on the other. One guy in the backfield. We got to put some pressure on him so he can't just stand there and pick us apart. Get him. It's away. Incomplete.
You do this long enough and scramble and throw off balance, there could be some turnovers coming Hudson's way here too if we keep an eye on his eyes. But yeah, that was better pressure. He was in scramble mode pretty early there.
When it throws your timing off like that, a lot of, especially for Hudson's are timing patterns. Take 2 steps back, set your feet, and the ball should be out. You can't be back there pumping and pumping and pumping.
I think we're going to see 7. Vulture really, he's kind of hawking the quarterback right now. He's just reading him.
It's a screen out to that side. Oh, he's down. His knee was down.
Boy, and Hudson came up with a ball almost, but
when he caught the ball, his knee was on the ground, so it was automatically dead. Even though Aiden Larson made a nice play and came up with the ball.
Back to how big that play could be in this game, Kevin. Again, the Red Hawk offense has struggled to do much, and to kind of give up a freebie touchdown, that's going to be big, I think, at the end. But it's 3rd and 15.
Need to get off the field with your defense. Low snap, quick pass. Got to get a tackle here. Tackle him, good tackle.
They got about 10 yards, but they're going to be 5 short.
Correct.
Going to bring up 4th and 5 from about the 45-yard line.
Bad camera work by me again.
So they're going to have to punt this away.
Once again, Stacker is their quarterback and their punter, just an all-around athlete. So I would suspect Fulcher's a spy on him as he punts as well.
It looks like it.
Because you want to make sure he kicks it, and it's going to be a shorter one.
And that gets a Red Hawk bounce.
And we just run away from it.
Wow,
I would rather see us do that than go up and try to field that off bounce.
So, yeah, I agree. I completely agree. That punt stuff makes me nervous. It is now Hudson ball from their own 14-yard line. So we got the field position here, Kevin. It'd be nice to, if nothing else, so we got to get a couple first downs and flip the field.
Exactly. I agree. Little Kirk Ferentz football right there.
That is. You know, that interstate game last week, I think the Hawks possessed the ball almost 40 minutes of the 60, and Iowa State outgained Iowa. But, yes, the ground control, ground and pound.
Just got to keep getting our snaps up.
There's a run to Fulcher, and he's
that's Joe Cullum.
He got a couple.
Probably got 3 or 4.
3, yeah. Good hard run by Joe.
You got to give Fulcher some rest. This is his first action of the season.
Joe, again, had a great week last week at GMG with 141 yards and a touchdown. And Fulcher's, yeah.
The guy on the right end for North Tama is a man. He is a big dude. Get outside.
Call him again. He's
nice
got the room.
Nice job, Joseph. That is a great run.
Kind of almost a counter of sorts, but
great run to move the sticks. Great run. That's the first time Joe really had a hole to operate in, and when he got it, he put his head down and ran hard forward.
I was going to say that was the most explosive run I've seen Joe have. I mean, he just got through the hole quickly, and there was a hole. That helps.
That usually helps.
Yeah, that helps. But he hit it hard. Good hard run. Went back to him again. This time, not much there.
He got strung out. The hole wasn't there, so he tried to bounce it outside, and unfortunately, there wasn't any blocking out that direction.
So it's 2nd and 10. There's no gain there. There's 2:40 and counting here in quarter number 3 with, again, the score, Hudson 6, North Tama 2. 2nd and 10 from the 29.
Just get 4 or 5 here. Just want to knock this in half if you can, especially in high school football. Staying ahead of the chains is so big.
Hand off up the middle. Hard run for about 4.
Looked like Aiden Zook that time.
Yep, that was Zook. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yep.
We've dialed up some slants here. I see Xander in there. They kind of been laying off us a little bit on the receivers out here. It's good to see Jackson.
Lear getting some action, yeah.
What number is Jackson?
Number 5.
Jackson 5?
Yeah.
Heard of that group. And there's a handoff to Fulcher, and there's the room.
The draw up the middle, that'll get us a first down.
It's a nice play. Another hard run by Fulcher up the middle. Peyton and he kind of misstepped in the backfield. They kind of
I think it was a delayed draw, so they both went to the right and then took it back to the left.
Nice play. So it's 1st and 10 Pirates at their own 45 with 1:20 left in the
I loved your foreshadowing,
quarter.
Coach, by saying we just need to pick up a couple first downs and flip the field, and that's what the Pirates have done so far.
Well, let's just keep it going.
Correct.
Oh, there's a big hole for Fulcher.
Oh, he is 1 tackle away from going all the way.
That's number 7, Ethan Fulcher up the middle.
He needs a breather. He's coming out for one.
And that's enough for the Pirates.
First down. Chad Christopher, the PA announcer, I love him. He's been doing that for years. He loves to say that's another Pirate first down.
Chad does a great job broadcasting up there.
He can take over my job anytime he wants it.
Ditto.
1st and 10 Pirates inside the 35. There's Joe again. Got a couple. Hey.
They stuffed him hard there. That can be the last play of the quarter if we want it to be.
I think that's what we're going to do because that'll give Fulcher another
couple minutes.
A minute rest between quarters. Just got to milk it. Just milk it. We shouldn't be in any hurry. It's going to be 2nd and 10 at the quarter.
So that is going to bring down the 3rd quarter. There's 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice job so far by the Pirates.
So another low-scoring quarter. It's 6 Hudson 2 for the Red Hawks here, going into the last 12 minutes of the game here, the fourth quarter. If you think about this defense of ours, Kevin, even missing some key parts, we just haven't given up a lot to anybody. Give up 7 to Jessup, 19 to a very good Columbus team, 0 last week, and really the defense has given up 0 here tonight. The safety was
on special teams.
Special teams.
The middle schoolers will start running about 4:20. High school girls will run at 5:10. High school boys run about 5:40. So please support the Hudson cross country team.
Oh, gotta give the cheerleaders a little shout out with their pyramid here.
Nice pyramid by the cheerleaders. Under the direction of Olivia Jorgensen and Sarah
Anderson. It's hard to call her Sarah Anderson. I've known her for so long.
A lot of renovations and stuff took place over the summer here on the Hudson school grounds. I know Dr. Voss was out with his hard hat, making sure we had a lot of contractors on site this summer, and all their work is relatively completed and it looks great as the facilities continue to be upgraded. So Dr. Voss doing a great job making sure that's getting
5.1 million without a bond issue. Ooh. Ran that swing pass again and didn't gain anything out of it.
Well,
we keep going to that, and we're lucky that
they come up hard. You talked about a Wartburg play where a team was doing that, and then they kind of gave the old pump and go. That would be a good play to do out there because they're coming up hard right when they see that.
Yes, they are. So you
go
out,
draw that
you
up.
go out like you're going to block and then just release and go downfield.
The quarterback pump fakes to the flat and then just
They've been setting it up. We'll see if they use it.
So 3rd and 10 from the 35 here in quarter number 4.
It's another one of those yard lines again, Coach, where just get half of it and maybe you go for it on 4th down.
I think so. And Peyton's rolling out. Oh, he had a nice cutback.
Just hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. You bet. Nice job.
Boy, Peyton really had nice. Oh, he's got a cramp.
We got a Red Hawk down.
Boy, Peyton came around the outside there and just exploded north and south. I mean, he's just going
to have a big year. He just keeps getting better and better.
I mean,
good kid, strong kid.
I mean, this is his first year really quarterbacking at this level. I mean, I know he did a little bit at the lower levels, but that was a big play for the Pirates.
Move the
First
sticks.
and 10 at the 13. And there's a flag. Timeout, maybe. Timeout, Hudson. Something wasn't quite lined up right. So 10:44 to go. Hudson has 1st and 10 at the Red Hawk 13-yard line, leading 6-2. Kevin, a field goal down here keeps it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, we want
touchdown would make it a 2-possession game.
I would like to see us score a touchdown and then go for 2, because kicking the extra point doesn't necessarily help you.
No.
It makes it 2-possession game, but see, Ethan Budrow is in street clothes tonight. So is Trey Jocumson. Trey Jocumson's just a few weeks away at coming back.
You say Levi Boudreaux? Or?
Levi, sorry. Who did I say?
Ethan.
Ethan. That's his brother.
Levi,
that's it. But I think Trey Jocumson's going to come back in a week or two, and he's going to play offense only after having shoulder surgery early last summer, right after the track season. Missed out on baseball. So timeout. See what the Pirates come up with after a timeout here.
Have to hand off to Fulcher.
They plugged the hole early, but he may have gotten a couple. 1 or 2 maybe.
Maybe 1. 1.5 we'll give him. Second down and 9 from the 12.
I'd like to see us run that again and Peyton pull it out and go around the left end once.
Peyton's
because they're keying on Fulcher. Why wouldn't you?
Peyton's legs, you know, a soccer player, he's got good legs under him. I mean, he's explosive when he gets outside. This field's not too much for him to manage. Little hesitation.
We got too many guys in motion here. We got to get set up. 3, 2, 1. We got it off. And they snuffed that play out. Folgers luckily got back to the line of scrimmage.
But there seemed a little confusion there.
Actually lost yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Austin's walking with his kicking tee, as any kicker would when the offense is down here. Let's hope we don't need him. Let's get this conversion. It's 3rd and 10 from the 14.
I'm just telling you.
9:30 to go here in the 4th quarter.
The North Tama defense, we've been knocking on their door all night long, and they just will not give up a touchdown to us. They've given up the 1, but we got it down to the 1-yard line, had 1st and goal.
Stewart's going to look to throw. Oh, it's picked off. He's got some room. He's got some room. Boy, he's still just plowing. Wow. What a great run. And
Zook was open over the top in the end zone. Stacker just
was
read
he wide?
that. He wasn't wide open, but if he would have thrown it over the top, he had a chance to score.
Well, North Tama, Stacker returns it to midfield, so this is the best starting field position North Tama's had all night.
Big momentum shift.
Kevin,
there.
with 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter, whatever's happening here, they might be in 4-down territory down
Correct.
here. They need to.
Now they've gone back to number 1 at quarterback. Looks like that's when they ran the ball early. They had number 1 at quarterback, and they went tight. Power.
We're back in a power.
Sweep. He's going to throw it. He does throw it.
Oh, boy. Hits him in the hands and then chest.
And now he's
cramped.
cramping.
Yeah, his legs just straight up.
A lot of hand fighting out there, but I thought it was a good call by the referee.
Yeah, I mean,
they both were.
They were both.
Hand
there was
fighting.
contact out there, but kind of that neutral contact. No one gained an advantage. And then the Red Hawk timed it better than our defender and had a chance at it.
Our defender slipped and fell.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Actually, the Pirates played that much better than the Iowa Hawkeyes did last Saturday on that.
Yeah, that was
sweet pass.
Kind of a similar play where the Cyclones torched the very young Iowa secondary.
Inexperienced Iowa secondary.
You know, that's the old ball coach drawing one in the dirt there.
Yep.
1st and 10. He had a power set in there. You wouldn't have thought
the momentum just shifted.
That's kind of coaching 101. Says big turnover, take a shot.
Yep, might as well. I said number 1 was at quarterback, something different than what they've come out in the whole second half.
I don't want to jinx any side or anybody, but has there been like one flag tonight?
There's been a couple.
That's about it. I mean,
mostly false starts, nothing for holding really.
The one hold early on the kickoff or punt, but
yep.
Other than that,
on a punt,
which
happens a lot.
Pretty clean game.
So now Stacker back at quarterback.
Boy, a lot of space out there again with this receiver one-on-one out there. Boy,
way overthrows him. Great job by Carter Swope stringing it out at defensive end. Just kept stringing him out, making him.
Stacker had a guy there. He looks tired. I mean, he's playing both ways. He's a football player.
Correct.
I mean, he's
had this heat and humidity.
He's had a good night, but he looks tired. Missed a guy there.
Defense has got to come up with a big play here on 3rd down, 3rd and 10. We got timeout Redhawks.
Timeout Redhawks. 8:52 to go in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 10 from the 50.
Each team has taken timeouts. I think both teams don't want, this is a big down. 3rd and 10 on the 50. You need to move the sticks. So they want everybody on the same page so that they can get a 1st down or possibly go for it. This is probably 2-down territory for the Redhawks here as I gasp for air as I talk.
Thanks for talking so I could get my air. Well, yeah, we talked about it. 8:52. I mean, you could punt it and pin Hudson down if you don't get this conversion. It just depends. I think if they get half of this, Kevin, it makes it more likely to maybe take it.
Yep.
4th and 10 from midfield, I think you would punt it, but it's 3rd and 10, so they still have a play here. From midfield, right at the 50-yard line. 8:52 to go here in quarter number 4. The clash of two good football teams here in Class A District 7.
It seems like they have the wide side of the field is to the quarterback's right, so they've been rolling out that way. Our DN has got to stay out there. Carter Swope. It's a double pass again. Oh, it's backwards. That's a loose ball. That's a free ball. Get on it. Luckily, the Red Hawks did get on it.
They'll be punting it now, I think, because they lost
4th
about
down.
15 yards.
Ethan Vogt, very heady. He knew it was backwards. Went after it, just couldn't pounce on it.
Official had it called right, too, like it was a lateral.
It was a lateral. It looked like they were going to try another double pass.
I think so.
That was their other quarterback they were trying to throw to there.
Because, yep, so they're going to get the ball back here, 8:22.
Make sure he kicks it. Don't rough the kicker here. Just make sure he punts it. There you go.
Pretty good punt. And they're going to let it bounce, and he gets another. Oh, this time we're going to try to return it.
Get out here, Cole. Get out here, Cole. Attaboy. Keep going. Just
That's a big, strong kid there from North Tama.
That's a good run back, though, for Cole.
McLean. That was a nice open field tackle by a big guy.
That was a heck of a nice tackle.
He just kind of set the edge and said, you're not getting out here.
Because if he would have broke that tackle, I'm thinking he's getting 10 to 12 more yards.
He kind of set the edge, McLean, and then just grabbed him with like 2 fingers and just wasn't going to let go of his jersey.
8:04 left to play in the game. Hudson definitely needs to
get a few first downs here and flip the field at least. You know, if we might have to burn a timeout again. We got 10 seconds here. Got to get going. But we can get them pinned down here and have to drive 80 yards. I like our chances on defense.
Fulcher up the middle again. Going to get a couple and get driven back.
Got 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 with 7:45 and counting here in quarter number 4. Hudson 6, North Tama 2. 2nd and 9 from the 26 of Hudson.
Now we got
another cramp,
and that's their best player. That's Stacker. So he's going to have to come out of the game.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit more of that.
Correct.
Cramping out here because
today the humidity out here was unbearable.
The heat index during warm-ups, I know, for the game was 90 plus, and temperature on my watch still says 77.
Hudson Community Schools, both K-8 and 912 buildings, all air conditioned, so it didn't really bother us today, did it?
No, it's comfortable in the school, so that's nice.
In some rooms you can hang meat, it's so cold.
Business room for sure. I like it that way.
Really impressed with the homecoming crowd for the Pirates tonight.
Well, this with 7:30 left, Kevin, I mean, you know, once cramps start, it's not a quick fix.
Yeah, they don't just go away.
And as much scrambling as Staker's doing offensively, that could factor in here at the end of the game.
Obviously, he's their best passer for sure. He's quarterbacked on and off most of his career at North Tama. Which really surprises me too is Ethan Fulcher and his brother, Cam, both usually cramp up all the time, have a history of cramping, and I haven't seen Ethan go out with a cramp yet tonight.
Ethan, when I asked him about that in the hallway earlier this fall, he said he's got that figured out. Just something in his diet, or he says he's got it figured out, and we haven't seen it yet, so let's keep it that way.
Well, I hope he has.
Yeah.
Both teams are enjoying a big, much-needed rest.
The homecoming festivities after the game tonight will pick up again tomorrow night as the homecoming dance is 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the high school commons.
Next game is next Friday night. Will be at BCLUW.
You ever seen the movie Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze?
I have. Maybe once or twice.
I'm going to try to be Patrick Swayze at the dance tomorrow night as a chaperone. Make sure only people that want to have a good time get in. We'll see how that goes. We'll make sure the students have a good time and there's no distractions or disruptions.
Here we are, second and
9.
roughly 10, but that says 9.
Had time to drop a good play here. Think it over.
Need to execute right here.
Maybe attack in the defense. Where number 3 did not square yet. Staker's laying on the ground on the sideline over there.
Now's the time. Here comes Fulcher up the middle. They swarm to him. You're going to have to run some sort of play again where you fake it. Oh, that was Joe Cullum, sorry. Fake it to
Fulcher's coming
that.
in now.
Fake it to that person and Stu pull it out and run.
So lost 1 yard. It's 3rd and 10. From the 25, 7, 10.
I don't know what's your bigger opponent, the North Tama Redhawks or the Clock right now.
Yeah, I like just a good positive play here and punting it away to him. I feel good about that too. How our defense has been playing.
Nobody in the middle of the field at free safety for the Falcons.
Stewart, kind of a counter back.
It was a counter. There's that counter draw again. It's going to be 4th down.
I still like, let's pin them back here. They'll get the ball with about 6 minutes to play. And let's take our chances. And their quarterback currently is still on the ground on the left side of the. Yep. I'm not sure if he's got his cramping issues figured out. We certainly don't wish him injured, but he's just not up on his feet.
He is definitely their best football player. Everybody needs to block here, get the punt away.
Kind of letting every second tick away if they can. Snap is good. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, and they're going to get a short field, Kevin.
How do you get that blocked with a protector right in front of you?
So they've got the ball on the 20-yard line, Kevin, with 6 minutes to go. They're definitely in four down territory already down here.
Stacker's coming back in.
He's not square, but.
Man, the Pirates are just shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
If you would have just got that kick away, I would have really liked our chances having them have to drive 80 yards or 70 yards.
With 6 minutes
Let's
left.
see. We can still have a good stand here. The defense has played well all night.
This is definitely 4 down territory. This is a swinging gate looking play here.
Wow.
Swinging gate. Oh, just about picked off. Nicely covered by the Hudson Pirates.
I got to say, I mean, every trick in the old coach's book over there, he's pulling out. I mean, we've seen some.
McDermott's been around the block many times.
Great football coach there at North Tama, but they've
emptied their playbook.
They feel like they got to get tricky to get the Hudson defense right now. And they've taken some chances here with
they
some
got a lot
plays.
of kids limping around with.
Well, they're in the swinging gate again. He's going. I mean, this is
just don't get
interesting
outflanked
formation.
By anybody. Snaps high. Just got to tackle him. Tackle him. Oh, it was almost picked off.
So
and
there's a flag. That's probably a hold, isn't it, back here?
That quarterback took a shot.
Holding on North Tama.
Holding. Wow. I can't wait to go back and watch this one on YouTube tonight when I can rewind and watch their quarterback fold in half like a crash test dumpy. He got drilled.
I mean, again, far be it from me to say, feels like they're just getting a little out thinking themselves here. I mean, Hudson's got that swing covered.
Right.
Carter Swope's just going to get – Carter Swope's a good athlete. He's getting that quarterback.
As much as McDermott's been around the block, Keith Harms has probably seen it all as our defensive coordinator. So he was probably ready for something like this. But number one's probably looking over at the sideline and saying, please go back to a regular formation. I'm getting killed over here.
It brings up 2nd and 23.
Stacker back at quarterback now. His scrambling ability may be down, but he's still got a great arm. Oh, he moved. Got movement on the right tackle.
The bad body language out there for the Redhawks. People screaming at each other a little bit.
So that moves it back. Now it's going to be 2nd and 28. They're still in 4-down territory. They're
at the 40.
Score. Each team 2 timeouts left.
Wow.
Pirates just be smart here.
Well, this is what makes sports so fun to watch and support. It's you just don't know what's going to happen.
High school athletics, you do not know what's going to happen.
But I think you're going to see some pressure.
That was a nice play right there by the Pirates.
That could have been picked.
Could have been picked, but he
just
let him catch it and made a sure tackle.
Yep, because they gained about 8 maybe.
It's going to be 3rd and
Not
25.
even 8. Yeah, maybe.
So I think
they gained about 6 yards is off. So that was a good play by the corner.
Yeah, no need to go for a chance and
Gamble
give up a big play. Just let him catch it and drop him right in his tracks. Because the clock's still running.
They got to get going here. There's only 10 on the play clock. A little bit of sense of urgency. 5 on the play clock.
2, 1.
Oh, just got it off.
Get him.
Gained another 5. It's still going to be about 4th and 19 or something. 4th and 18. But down here at this yard line, you just go for it, I think.
They called timeout.
Which, that's big.
That leaves them with 1 timeout left.
I mean, now they're not going to be – they only have 1 timeout to stop the clock if Hudson gets the ball back here, which Hudson will probably try to keep it on the ground.
What a good high school football game, 6-2. We've been in a 7-5 game this year. Now a 6-2 game. We've been in 2 years ago a 5-0 game.
Yeah, it's been kids are all giving their best effort out there and playing hard. Coaches are coaching them up. Fans are cheering. A big Hudson homecoming crowd here tonight. And to our administration's credit, the Hill seems pretty controlled tonight. There was a lot going on there a couple weeks ago.
I do not want that job.
And North Tama's got a nice crowd here as well.
They do. They should. They're a ranked football team.
About, 12 miles away?
Yep. Always been a good football game between these 2 towns. Haven't played each other a lot in the last few years.
4th and 20 from the 28.
Just can't give up a big play or a pass interference here. Got to.
He's there. Oh,
overshot him. I think if he would have caught it, he was going to be out of bounds anyway.
But he was open. If he was
wide open for sure.
Yeah, that was a good play they drew up. I mean, just missed him overthrew him by about 3 feet.
I just exhaled a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit.
Kevin, now we want to try to get them to burn. Do they have 1 or 2? It says 2 timeouts.
They have 1 timeout left.
Okay.
The scoreboard says 2, but I'm pretty sure they only have 1.
I'd like to see us all we got to do, keep the clock running and kick it away.
Get a kick off once tonight. Good snaps here. Handoff up the middle. Just get some positive yardage, get down. Now you can run 40 seconds off.
This is what drives some Hawkeye fans crazy, but this Kirk Ferentz play calling, he knows the value of keeping the clock running, and punting it away is a good play. You don't need to score here.
No.
You just need to manage the clock and make them drive at 70 yards.
You shouldn't be going up to the line of scrimmage yet. There's 22 seconds left on the play clock. You're in no hurry. Peyton's just standing there nonchalant. I wouldn't even have broke the huddle till there's about 10 seconds left. He's letting her run down at under 4 minutes now on the clock.
Handoff again to Fulcher.
There he goes.
That's just a yard short is all. It's going to be a big 3rd and 1.
But another 40 seconds goes off the clock here.
I would not be shocked. Again, right now, I think your senior Peyton Stewart and Ethan Fulcher need to manage this drive.
And your seniors and your upperclassmen need to step it up. Offensive line needs to blow them off the line of scrimmage here.
You called it earlier, just sticking the ball in Ethan's gut here and pulling out, and I think Peyton could slide out for a couple of yards. It says 3rd and 2 on the board. 3:20 and counting here in the 4th quarter. The Redhawks are selling out on the run here big time. Peyton keeps it. Oh, he got tripped up. It's right on the line. They're saying it's a first down, and they're at least stopping it.
They're going to have to measure.
Well,
they're going to measure.
This is going to make this comes down to the line crew.
This will be whether Colby Entrican gets into the Iowa High School Football Hall of Fame as a clip man or not here. This is going to make or break him. I don't think they got it, honestly.
You don't?
Nope. I hope I'm wrong, but I
think they have it. But that's a first down.
Ooh. Well, the way they ran out here, the one down marker was on the other side of the football, and then they pulled the clip back to where it was supposed to be.
So Colby's a Hall of Famer.
Colby, Hall of Famer, right there.
That's big because you're going to run another
20 seconds, 25 seconds off on this play. Now they have the right number of timeouts for North Tama out there. You're just going to spread them out and run the ball up the middle here.
Just going to be Peyton and Zook right now.
Take care of the football. They're going to sell out on every play here. Just get down.
Yeah, right now it's about ball security, clock moving, punt it. First downs are nice too, but.
Correct. But at some point they got to take their time out because we can run 40 seconds off every time.
I can see North Tama, if we do have to punt, coming with everything to get it because they've got a couple tonight.
Correct.
Just let the punt go.
They're going to get, when this play is, hey, Indy, they're going to get this play off, and there's going to be under 2 minutes left. There it is. Just get down, get down, get down. There was the keeper we were looking for. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
They'll call their timeout. Well, I was going to say either after 3rd down, but they called it now.
No.
Or injury?
No. They thought he was injured, but they're just helping him up.
That's 60. Is that Larson?
Yep. So now we put Carter Swope in the offensive line. Carter's only been playing one way, so he's pretty fresh. Hopefully he can knock somebody off line of scrimmage. So another 25 seconds is going to run off here with a minute 45 with 15 seconds left on the play clock. So it's going to be a minute 30 before we snap the ball.
Again, it's either Fulcher or I wouldn't mind Peyton keeping this again, just ball security. Oh, that was weird movement up there.
Just get down. There's a face mask or a holding or something happened.
You know, the one thing here, you take it back, but does the clock start again? Because that saves us another. They'd have to call it. That saves us another.
They're going to take us back and probably use their timeout.
Because now they have to play another down, and if that clock winds again, that's almost not benefit. They're going to decline it. Yeah, because that would burn another 30 seconds almost off.
We got Aiden Zook going back to punt this time.
So it's 4th down, and right now, well,
I would bring everybody in on the line of scrimmage. We don't need guys out here wide.
Yeah, you better just be in protect, max protect.
Maximum protection for sure.
Holding penalty against Hudson is declined. Brings up a Pirate 4th down.
Well, they did not have to use a. I don't know if they're going to wind it. They're winding it, so that's helpful. I would have called a timeout probably if I was North Tama.
We're going to run another 20 seconds off. It's going to be about a minute left in the game when they get the ball.
Wouldn't you have called a timeout?
I would. Heck yes. You need more time than you need downs. Pirates.
But they have one
Pirates
timeout
could
only.
Delay a game here if they wanted to. Or call timeout themselves. And we do.
That seemed like good clock management by the Pirates. And
yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
I know you would like to keep a timeout for your offense, but doggone, you need.
I mean, in high school, it stops on first downs. So
Penalty. I just don't understand. As a coach, my personal opinion, I want as much time left as I can get on that clock when I get the ball back.
now for me,
That's why I'm up here, though.
oh right. I mean, I'm just enjoying pretend like I know what's going on. But if I was North Tame, I would send 11 at this punter.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put anybody deep.
No,
I would
if you
send
kick it, if you get it off, let it go. Because I would send max. And if I'm Hudson, I would have max protection.
I'd certainly have.
If there's guys out here running by themselves, who cares? I mean, if I'm North Tame, we got to get the ball down here.
Correct. I want to block the punt again.
Because if they have to go 80 yards in a minute, boy, from what I've seen, that would be hard. It's not impossible, but
the clock will stop on incompletions. We just got to get a punt off this time.
oh,
And he barely got it off.
He tipped it, and they got it.
You got to tackle him.
Oh, there was an inadvertent whistle.
I don't know what happened.
There was an
Did he signal for a fair catch? Somebody signaled for a fair catch, possibly.
I don't.
And then they took off running.
Honestly, I don't think so. I think that was an inadvertent whistle by this official.
They're going to get the ball first down just on the other side of the 50, on the 45.
You can watch it on YouTube. I didn't see a fair catch.
I didn't either, but that's the way he acted, but there's no flag. Wow. That's a break for the Pirates.
Well,
I'm going to tell you right now.
That's a
huge break for the Pirates.
The Redhawks probably would have had another 15 to 20 yards for sure.
A fair catch signal, and the guy ran with it, so that should be a penalty as well. If I call for a fair catch and you catch and run it.
That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
Me either. I didn't see a fair catch signal.
I did not. But to your point, if there was and he ran.
The Pirate fans come to their feet here. We got to get to the quarterback today. There we go. There, we got him. That away.
Clock's running.
Why are they not taking their timeouts? Their wide receivers are 20 yards downfield. They got to run all the way back here and then run patterns.
That took about 20 seconds just to get. Oh, nice catch. Uh-oh. That's a touchdown. No flags. Are you kidding me? Well, sports fans, got guys with their helmets off.
I don't believe what I just saw.
That was just a 50-50 ball. He's been throwing them all night, and we
had him tackled.
And he broke a tackle.
We had him tackled.
There is a Red Hawk down. We're hopeful for him. It's just a cramp.
Wow, what a heck of a play for the Red Hawks.
That's a big play for the Red Hawks. I mean, give them credit, Kevin. I mean,
they had everything going against them.
That was unlikely. Their clock management late here hasn't been good. They scrambled back to try to get that play.
And he's got a heck of an arm. He just threw it up for grabs, and their guy caught it. Broke a tackle, and it's a touchdown. I'm sick. I am absolutely sick.
Let's hope this Red Hawk player is okay. We're hoping it's a cramp, but they're giving him a little – maybe just need some help getting him off the field here. Hopefully he's okay. Red Hawk fans, again, that was a special play. I mean, again, the percentages were not in their favor on this drive, and that Staker threw it up. That was a big arm.
He has a good arm.
He threw it across field. If there's any little breeze, he's throwing it into it.
Why we were in prevent defense and had like 4 guys back there, but hindsight's 20/20.
Kevin, there's still 19 seconds left. This extra point's big. It makes a field goal. We can't beat them. I mean, we've seen
stranger things have happened.
I mean, that was a strange play. There could be something left here for the Pirates, so let's just hope. But this is kind of an important extra point. I don't know.
You have a stunned crowd, that's for sure. A stunned Pirate crowd. I would say Hudson dominated this game on everything but the scoreboard.
But that last play there was – so they're going for 2. They may not have an extra point kicker anyway.
But if they get the 2, we have to score a touchdown to actually win it.
Okay, so it's just a 2. So we have Austin Appleton on our side. If we can get down to about the – Kevin, we're going to need to get down to about the 20 to attempt a field goal. That'd be a 37-yarder. I mean, anything outside of that gets a little iffy probably. But first things first.
Guys hurt now. We got we're behind on the scoreboard. I'm hurt.
Well, special teams, first things first. Try to get the ball north and south. If you're North Tama, I don't know if this is one where you kind of squib it to the second line. Either way, Hudson has only 1 timeout left, as does North Tama. You're right, though, the stunned crowd on our side.
To me, they almost did everything you could possibly do wrong if you were go by the book. Obviously, they don't go by the book.
Well,
and it worked for
North Tama. And again, they're leading on the scoreboard right now, but they were pulling out every play, trick formation. And Staker's out there still limping around. I mean, give him credit. He's a tough kid.
Yes, he is.
Because he's going to need some ice.
If we would have made that tackle, I'm still not sure they would have scored.
I don't think so.
I mean, they're running out of time.
No, I don't think so. But 19 seconds left.
Big players make big plays.
8-6, North Tama over Hudson right now. Again, excited sideline on the far sideline, North Tama. But 19 seconds. There's time for a return and maybe a couple plays, Kevin. And it's kind of a line drive kick, and it's bobbled.
Got to pick it up.
Ruffles got the ball.
Run north and south. Don't run sideways. Run north and south. Get as much as you can get down.
That took about 6 seconds. So there's time for about 2 plays, 2 or 3, 2 probably. But we've got to go about 75 yards.
And they're gonna put people way deep. They're gonna be in prevent defense.
Yeah, they got 6 guys back here at the 50-yard line right now. They're rushing 4. Everybody else is back. I mean, they want you to catch the ball in front of them and
get tackled. We just needed one more first down.
Minneapolis miracle. I mean, there's a lot of things I've seen crazy happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed, Hudson fans. Timeout. Timeout, Hudson.
We had to use our timeout on that. Coach Brecky is not happy that he had to call timeout there.
So that is the Pirates' last timeout, which means if you're tackled in front of the first down markers here, this game is over probably. To get another playoff would be tough. The clock does stop for the chain gang if it's a first down to get set, but then you'd have to spike it immediately or try to get another playoff. You got to dig back a few pages in the playbook right now, Kevin, offensively. I mean, you don't have a lot of plays for 75 yards.
No,
but,
not in high school.
Especially if
one more first down was all the Pirate offense needed, and the game was over. One more first down. The old ifs and buts scenario.
Let's see. There's 13 seconds left. We're on the 27. We just need to get in the field goal range, but again, there's only 13 seconds here.
I'd roll him out a little bit. You can't run it. The game's over.
That's going to be tough to get another play off.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yep, that's the game.
1. And we got guys that don't understand. We have wide receivers that are just jogging back to the huddle. jogging back. Inexperience there.
Well, that's a tough one. And there's another cannon shot.
Well,
that's a hard one.
That's
that
a
hurts.
tough loss to swallow.
Our kids just need to keep their heads up, keep fighting, and get ready for a game on the road next week. I think
At BCLUW.
At BCLUW. Yep. So let's wrap up the broadcast with a positive, Kevin. Homecoming week festivities went smoothly this week. Been nice to get this one on the field. Another congratulations to Naomi Henderson, our 2019 homecoming queen, and Peyton Stewart, our homecoming king. So, folks, we'll see you on the next home broadcast. Good night.